y'all's chat. Somebody said snowy Colorado. I don't want any part of that anymore. I was literally, so it's kind of rainy here today, and I just took off. I have my emotional support. I'll just go ahead and grab it. I have my emotional support sweatshirt here in the office that is literally a 3X. I've had it on all day, and I really didn't want to take it off, but here we are. I'm so glad to have you all back here for today's project. And before we get started, I do have to let you guys know, if you are wanting to recreate this or you want to use any of the Maker's Gonna Learn files, you want to have access to any of our courses that we've done, we are doing a flash sale for Mother's Day. So whether that is a treat yourself Mother's Day, whether you are a, I want to call it a child mom or a pet mom, either one, if you want to treat yourself, you can do so by grabbing the MGL membership. $300 off, y'all. We only do this every so often anymore, and we don't do it all the time. So definitely go ahead and grab that while the getting is good, because what that's going to do is that's going to lock you in at that price. And on top of that, you are going to get a box shipped to you with all of our favorite things in it. We can go ahead and look at what you're going to get inside the box, and then we're going to talk about this cutie as I throw it, this cutie patootie project. And y'all, looky here. Did y'all see that? Do y'all see that? Look how stinking cute. Like, what kid wouldn't love to see that right there? Anyway, what you're going to get in the box if you go ahead and get an MGL Plus membership, number one, you are going to get the Maker's Gonna Learn hot glue gun. You can see here, it is a completely cordless, so you do have to charge it. So it does come with a cord inside to charge it, but you do get your MGL glue gun with 20 of the glue sticks there. You are also going to get our favorite burnishing tool. Burnishing tool, you know. Actually, this one is a brayer. I said it right the first time. You're going to get the MGL brayer. You're going to get our favorite paint brushes. You're going to get a t-shirt ruler. You're going to get a weeding tool, a silicone mat, and honestly, the box itself is just so stinking cute. So that's what you're going to get if you go ahead and use code EPIC to get signed up for Maker's Gonna Learn Plus today. But if you are here because you want to learn how to recreate this, what we are calling the upscaled version of gift wrapping, because you're wrapping a gift, you're making it cute, but you can put a little gift in here. They also get a gift of candy here, and you can put a little surprise behind it. Oh, it's so cute. So if you want to recreate this project, what you're going to need, and everything is going to be linked down below for you all as well, but we're going to go over it anyway. You're going to need your standard gift box. Now, this one is can't tell you, I don't know it right off. This one looks to be a 6x6. Yep, this is a 6x6 gift box. So no matter what size gift box you do, or you have, or get, or whatever, you kind of want to get your little cellophane wrap around, you know, something that is going to be smaller that's going to fit on top. So this one, once folded down, we will get a measurement of this one. And it is, and then we'll also check so if we go by where it folds down, this is like a a little bit more than 4.5 by right under 4 once it's folded down. Like I said, everything is going to be linked down below for you all, but you just want to make sure that whatever cellophane you get is going to be smaller than the box you're putting it on. So those are going to be the two main things, is your box and your little gift cellophane gift bag here. You are also going to need some type of vinyl. Now, we did white on this one because we have the colorful candies inside. if you had like one solid color of M&Ms or you had one solid color of candy, I think that would be so pretty. And then to coordinate the vinyl that goes on top of this, to kind of coordinate with that color would be super, super cute. We just have M&Ms, and because the M&Ms are multicolored, and I'm not going through and picking out one specific color, we're gonna stick with white today. So just grab any color, regular permanent vinyl that you want to go on top of your little envelope. Now, because we are using permanent vinyl, we are going to need some transfer tape. We love using the Caesar transfer tape. It's one of our favorites. And then to secure it on, we are going to be using a tape runner. Now this is, and I'll go ahead and take it off so that you all can see. It is secured on very, very well. Oh my goodness. I just started opening up trying to take this off, and this top started coming off. So let me just kind of gently take this off so that you can see how this goes together. So we have just placed, we just put dollar bills down here underneath this. You can gently tape them down if you want to, but we just kind of folded it up and placed it underneath there. And then we use the tape to tape that and then secure this down. So we're gonna go through exactly how to do all of that here in just a second. I'm gonna go ahead and take this one off, and I'll tell you why. Or I'll actually just show you why. Because right here, there was this little guy opened up. Anyway, so I'm gonna set this to the side so that it doesn't get it everywhere. And actually, in the meantime, I'm just gonna pop a couple of them in my mouth while we're at it. So, little snacky snack before we get to crafting. What we're gonna do is we are now that we've kind of gone over all of our supplies. Now, obviously you do need to have a map. I didn't talk about a map. I think that's a given. At this point, we're Cricut crafters. We're gonna be using the map. Can you cut vinyl without a mat on your Cricut machine? Absolutely. Do we like to here at Maker's Gonna Learn? Absolutely not. So we always gonna have a mat. So let's go ahead and hop over to Design Space and let's start the process of getting this set up. How many friends do we have here with us today, Sadie? 81 friends with us. So we're gonna first grab the file that we're gonna be using from the Maker's Gonna Learn website. So we're gonna pop over here to the cut file section, and it doesn't look like I am signed in. Let me get signed in real quickly. And then we will keep on working. Now, if we have friends here that are part of the MGL membership, have you had a chance to look at the new cut files yet? If not, this one was made for me. Actually, I don't know if it was, but it should be. They are so cute. We have a lot of little granny square. Take me to the antique store. They really do love me here. No, I'm just joking. We have some really, really good new cut files that we have released, especially with Father's Day coming up. I know that Mother's Day is this weekend, but we are thinking about, Father's Day as well. But we have some really, really good files this month. Some summer ones, some grandparents ones. This layered cardstock camper is so cute. So cute. Love it. Stop it. That is the Corel. That's the, is that Lazy Daisy? Anyway, I'm obsessed with all of these. Let's get back to it. Let me get off of I'm squirreling real bad. So the file that we're going to be using is envelope. It's got a heart on it. I didn't spell envelope right either. Heck, how do you spell envelope? Okay. I put an extra E in there a while ago. Okay, beautiful. Heart, envelope, outline. That is what we are going to be using today. So to download that, you're going to hit this arrow pointing down. And then that is going to download a zip file. Actually, this one is just an SVG. It's not even a PNG, so we don't have to unzip that file. But what we're going to do now is we are going to hop back over to Design Space. I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of this guy. And then we're going to come over here to Upload. We're going to click on Upload Image. I'm going to bring my Finder back into view, and that heart envelope outline SVG, I need to drag and drop that here, and we're going to go to Continue, and we're going to upload that straight to our computer. Now, this does not come in sized properly. You all know us around here, measure twice, cut once. We like to live by those rules. So what I'm doing now to make sure that I get this exactly right, I'm actually just going to use this one. I'm going to throw it away, but I'm going to get the measurement. I wouldn't necessarily suggest you all doing it, but try your best to get the closest measurement you can. I just want to make sure this goes correct. So I folded this. Now I'm going to get the exact measurements of this once it has been folded and taped down. And this looks to be 4 3/4. So it's a little bit more than I thought. So it's 4 3/4 across, and then 4 inches up and down. So we're going to go back to Design Space. What we're going to do is we're going to grab us a shape. This is going to be a square because what we were working with is a square. So I'm going to bring this over here. Now, I need to come to, so if you have been in Design Space recently, there are some things that are kind of moved around, labeled differently. It seems like every week I come in here and I'm telling y'all where something else that can be found. So this, to change your size, we now want to come up here to where it says size. Our little, where we used to type in our numbers is no longer at the top. So we need to come over here to where it says size. We need to come down to unlock this lock proportions. We need to unlock our proportions. Our width was 4.75 because that's 4 3/4, so 4.75 here. And then our height is 4. So this is the size of the little cellophane bag that we're going to be putting our envelope on. Now, I'm going to change the background color to gray. We're going to change this guy to white. And now I'm just going to size this down so that it fits. And I'm going to bring it forward, but we're going to size it to where it fits on our little cellophane bag. And for us, that's going to be roughly 4.5 by 3.6. So it's 4.5 by 3.68 is what that is a comfortable sizing for me. You do want to leave a little bit of room along the edges. You do not want this to go all the way to the edge because, let's go back overhead. When you end up filling this up and you look at this, it's going to kind of bend those edges just a little bit. So just make sure that you have margins on the sides and the tops to make sure that it doesn't go all the way to the edge. Deborah says, getting to be a headache with Design Space, can't craft for searching to see where it's been moved. I completely understand. Let's go back to one. I completely get the headache, and there are times where I get so frustrated that I'm like, you let us get comfortable with one thing just to switch it up. What is going on? But I really think that, yes, you're having to search where the new things are. It's taking you a little bit longer, but I like to just really try my best to reframe things and look at it from the positive side. You don't have to. this is just, let me just hop on my soapbox because I seem to have a better time when I look at things as a positive. So I'm choosing, although do I want to be negative about this? 1,000%. Do I want to be mad and aggravated that every time I log into Design Space, I feel like something's moved? Yes. Yes, I do. But I have started looking at these updates and these changes as, well, maybe Cricut has something else in mind later on down the road and they're just updating it now. So this is going to help me in the long run. Anyway, yes, it is confusing. Yes, it is frustrating, but that's what we are here for, so that we can show you where everything lives now, and try to stay on top of it so that you don't get so confused and so frustrated that you stop crafting, because crafting truly is a form of therapy for so many of us, for me, for so many of you all. And it doesn't need to be a headache or a frustration. And that's what Maker's Gonna Learn and MGL Plus is here for. We are here to help take that out of there, to help take the frustration out of it for you so that it can just be therapy. So that's my little soapbox. Let's go ahead and hop back to our share screen, because we now have this sized and we are ready to cut this out so that we can place it on our little cellophane bag. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to hide my square. You can delete it if you want to, but it doesn't matter. Now, we had a friend, Yvonne, ask, can I be a member if I'm in the UK? Absolutely. We will send you a box even if you are in the UK. We have members from all over the world. So no matter where you're at in the world, let us know, get signed up, we will get you a box. So we're going to go ahead and delete this out. We're going to go to Make. I'm doing this on the mat. Going to confirm. And then we're going to place our vinyl down on our mat. So I'm going to move some stuff out of the way really quickly. Let's move these guys. And I'm going to start prepping my mat. So this is going to be really about a 4x4 piece. So let's see if we can cut it off of this side. Like this. I'm going to grab my tree control knife. Actually, I'm going to go 5 inches and 5 inches here. Just like that. And then I'm going to get my Maker's Gonna Learn burnishing tool. I'm gonna burnish that bad boy down right here. And now we are ready to send it to our machine. So I'm gonna be cutting this one on premium vinyl setting. And then we're just gonna load this in and let that cut. Now, if anyone has any questions, now would be a great time to go ahead and ask your questions. Or what are y'all doing? Where are you watching us from? What's going on in your neck of the woods? We love to hear from you all. So now we are ready. Can we go ahead and go overhead? Thank you. We're going to go ahead and weed out our design. Now you do kind of have to be careful with this one because it is, like this is a really big piece to weed out and it's all connected. So we're just going to weed that out and then weed out our outside. And now I'm going to grab some transfer tape and we're going to transfer this over to our little cellophane bag. So I always like to transfer. I like to weed with my design on the mat because I use this mat as my third hand, as Tanner likes to call it. And then I also put my transfer tape on top of it while it's on the mat. Peggy asked, what machine are you using? We are using the Explore 5 today. We are using the Explore 5. Craft Gal, I couldn't craft, was sick for a month, slowly getting better to watch. Oh my goodness, I can't, I'm so sorry to hear that you were sick. I hope you are getting better. Karen, for our neighbor Karen. Karen is, has been a long time friend of the show. Karen actually sent me a Pen Pro for the short amount of time that they had those. I still have it. I still use it. Karen is crafting graduation stuff. I love that. It is definitely graduation season. Okay, so I have weeded this aside, and actually, here. I know y'all can't see that. Let's pull this bad boy out so you can see a little bit better. Much more better. There we go. Beautiful. So now, what I'm gonna do, oh, are the links not working in the description? Okay, so we are getting those links updated. Now, before you place your vinyl down, okay, I was just making sure it wasn't too big, because looking at this thing and then looking at that, I was like, oh my goodness, have I made that too big? And I measured twice. So when you are laying this down, you want to make sure that the flap is gonna fold under. So my opening is on the back side here. So I'm gonna lay this down, and I am gonna magnet this thing down, because I'm afraid if I don't, it is going to, okay, and actually, I'm gonna use this bigger one. I'm gonna get my big head out of the way for just a second. So you do want to make sure that you don't go over this line. So I'm gonna make sure I line it up to this side. And this is why a clear or somewhat clear transfer tape may be the best. And I'm also, I might be a crazy person, but I'm gonna trim this transfer tape down on this edge, because I don't want it throwing me off when I'm lining it up. So do y'all see how I've kind of done this? And now I'm coming over to the side so that I don't get my head in the way. Boom. Just like that. But do you see how much easy it was for me to line this up on the edges with that transfer tape kind of cut off like that? And now I'm going to make sure that that stays down right there with that magnet. And we're just going to start taking this up off of our little cellophane bag. Now, think of all of, I mean, honestly, think of all the things that you could do just like little treat bags with this without having to, I guess, take it a step further and put it on top of a box. So now that we have this on here, the next thing that you're going to want to do is you're just going to want to make sure that we kind of line this up on the box. And I feel like I'm cheating because we are reusing this box. We didn't have another one. But what you want to do is you're going to want to line this up on the box exactly where you want it to go, okay? After you have kind of lined it up, what I would then do is I would hold it down with your top fingers like this, okay? And from here, you're just going to add tape to the very edge of where that's gonna go. So I'm adding tape down here like this, but you don't really want it to go down. So I'm gonna kind of hold this up. Now I have stopped right there on the edge, so now I'm going to add tape running down this edge, and then we'll just go ahead and line it up right here. Turn it around. And I'm gonna add tape going along the side. So I'm doing it on 3 sides. I have the bottom and the 2 sides. Now, why am I doing it that way? The reason that I'm doing it this way is because I want to know how much I need to fold my money to make sure that it fits inside like this. Now, you do also want to, I do think it's really fun to have kind of the faces be present that are on the money, so having them face forward. So how I folded that, whether it's $1, $10, $100, you're just gonna do a tri-fold, okay? So you're folding it in, and then we're gonna lay that there, okay? Now, we're not done. We still have to fill this, and then we're gonna place it on top and do another thing on the top piece if you want to. You don't have to put adhesive on the top. If you don't want to, you can just do it on the 3 sides and stick the money down in there. Either one is fine, but this is the way that we did it. So now, what I'm going to do is, you can see we've got some M&Ms. Somebody asked, where did we get the magnets? This is a glass board studio. Somebody always asks us about this when we pull it out. We are not sponsored and or affiliated with Glassboard Studio, but we do love them. They are not super cheap, I will let you know that, but it is handy to have it. They're very strong magnets. The magnets are separate, but just check out Glassboard Studio. Oh, these are cutie colors. Look at this. So now we're just gonna add our M&Ms. Links in the description are now working. You all can check those out. Also, who here likes, thinks mini M&Ms taste better than regular M&Ms? Raise your hand. Me, I'm raising my hand. I think mini M&Ms are so much better than regular. I actually don't much care for regular. That's why I didn't want to use these minis again, so I can eat them after the show. Now, you do want to make sure that you are not overfilling your candy either. So make sure before taking that off, kind of like play around with how much is in there. Oh no, don't do what I just did, and just kind of lay it down. I would do it this way, like this. So if you want my honest opinion, I think we could use another bag of these. Do I have another bag in here with me? No, but you catch my drift. Like I said, this is, and we'll kind of play around with it. You definitely could see the money behind this better than you could if they, because this one, when we first started, this one was pretty filled up and it was kind of hard to move them around. So if you want to make sure that they see the money behind it, do a little less. If you want them to be kind of more surprised, do a little more. So it looks like we've got, this is about a little under halfway full. I would say halfway full is going to be really your sweet spot. But after you have that filled up, what we're gonna do now is take this. Give me just a second. There we go. You're just going to take that, and then we're just going to seal that together. From there, we're just going to kind of place them, kind of move them around, and then we can come in here and place our little envelope on the top. Oh yeah, we definitely needed more, in my opinion, but you can see the money behind it a little bit easier. Now we didn't, actually, there was some tape on this one, but if you wanted to, you remember we only did 3 sides. So what I would do at this point, we'll go ahead, you can see, we've got all of our little cellophane bags in there. Take that top where there was no adhesive, fold it back, grab your tape runner, add the adhesive, and place that down. And that means they are going nowhere. But look how cute. Actually, that's a very pretty awesome amount. It's like they almost lay completely flat. So maybe 3 bags of the fun size is the way to go. And you can still see the money behind it. I just think it is such a cute little surprise. And y'all, tell me, have you ever seen anybody do gift wrapping like this? No. I don't know. Maybe you have. But I love this way of wrapping gifts. Does anyone have any questions? Craft Gal says, I like minis. Tammy says, my daughter does. She will not eat regular M&Ms, just the mini ones. Peanut M&Ms, I love it all. I love it all. Now, let's go ahead and go back to 1. If you are here and you're still like, I don't know about these Makers Gonna Learn people. Y'all, number 1, if you want this box, sorry, it's a mess right now. I guess I could take some time and put it back together. But if you want your hands on this craft box, and if you are a crafter, most crafters want all the craft gadgets. Ask me how I know. I might be a crafty gal too. Just a shot in the dark. And I know how much I love my craft gadgets. So if you want to make sure that you get your hands on this box today, you need to follow that link that Sadie has dropped. We are doing a Mother's Day flash sale for our membership, MGL Plus. What you're going to get is you're going to get 12 months, all access to our website. Plus, you are going to get access to every single course we have ever created and every course that we create in the next year. No extra cost at all. So really, just that in and of itself is worth membership in my opinion. But we wanted to make it a no-brainer for you guys, so that's why we decided to add this box to it. You are getting grandfathered in at that price, meaning that price is never going to change. And y'all, let's just go ahead and let me show you some of the things that you get access to. So over here on the Makers Gonna Learn website, which, by the way, if you have noticed our website being a little slow, we know and are aware we're making some changes to it, but we still love our website. So what you're going to get access to as an MGL Plus member is access to all of our cut files. And y'all, are we over? I think we should be well over 20,000 cut files at this point, right? We have all kinds of cut files and not just random filler cut files. These are good cut files that we want you to use. Thank you so much, Tara. Yes, my birthday was Sunday. I had a great weekend. Thank you. Thank you. You're going to get access to all of our cut files. You are going to get access, and not just access, you are going to get commercial use license for all of our cut files, all of our fonts in here. And really what is the most impressive about the Makers Gonna Learn Plus membership is the fact that you get access to all of our courses we have ever created. Are you ready to start learning how to sublimate? Guess what? We have a course for that called Makers Gonna Sublimate. Do you want to learn how to design in Canva? Guess what? We have a course for that. You want to learn some more advanced projects? We have 3 courses for that. It's taking it a while because we have quite a few courses in here. We do have laser files now. I don't know if this might be a shocker to you. Imagine what we might be doing behind the scenes if we were coming out with laser files. I feel like you all can use your brains. But you get access to our new paper to project course teaching you the best tips and tricks with paper, how to make the best paper projects. You do get access to all of our past make-a-thons by becoming an MGL Plus member. There really is so many things. Craft Week that we took down off the channel is on there. It is taking it a minute to load. But Craft Gal says, I learned how to do shadow boxes. Yes, we have our Sew Skilled. Now this is a very basic sewing course. If you have been sewing for a while, you may know more than what's in this course. But this is for those that know nothing about sewing. You can learn the basics here. This is the Certified Visual Design Pro. This is teaching you how to truly be a designer based on your, like, how you visually perceive things. This right here, if you want to up your designing game, Visual Design Pro is a must. Then we have Maker University freshman, sophomore, and junior year that you're going to get access to. This is our course that does like way more advanced projects. We have AI for creatives. We have On-Demand Maker Bootcamp. All of these, you are going to get Digital Design for Creatives. That is our Canva course. The Craft Hack Handbook. All of these you are going to get access to. Your 30 days to master your Cricut. Makers. Where's Makers going to sublimate at? There it is. Makers going to sublimate. So you're going to get access to all of these courses immediately. So, like I said, if you have not grabbed the MGL Plus membership, go ahead and do so today. Kyle said, Ashley made me buy a laser after talking to her about it. Yes, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. There you go, Kyle. That's your story. You got to stick to it. She made you. You didn't do it. You didn't do that. She made you. Karen says, I finally ordered the supplies I needed to finish junior year. Karen, you are going to love junior year. There are some really, really good ones. I don't think there was a single person that did the seeded embroidery or the seed bead, the little beaded embroidery. It was so much fun, but it took a while. Let me just tell you that. So anyway, I really wanted to show you guys the back end of Maker's Gonna Learn and everything that you get so that it just is a no-brainer. Treat yourself, treat your mom, treat a mother in your life, a crafty mom in your life if you want to. Go ahead. You can gift a membership as well, by the way. You don't just have to buy it for yourself. If you want to buy it for a mom, for a crafty mom, you can do that as well. And you can reach out to customer service hi@makersgonnalearn.com if that's something that you want to do. But I am so glad that you all have been here with me. I'm reading all of your comments. What happens if you are already a member? Craft Gal 1568. If you are already a member but you're not a Maker's Gonna Learn, an MGL Plus member, you can upgrade and you can get this box sent to you. If you are not sure what tier you are, you can email customer service hi@makersgonnalearn.com and they can walk you through that process. You can also, by the way, if you are not ready to go yearly, let's say you don't have the money, and I get it, sometimes money is tight. It seems like, especially these days, it seems to be a little tighter than normal. But you still want to craft your best life. You can do so by joining monthly as well. Now, you're not going to get the box shipped to you, but you're still going to get instant access to literally everything that we have inside this course. I promise you, you're not going to regret it. Tammy says, laser files. Can't wait to see the section grow. We are growing the laser section. I don't know. You all just take that information as you will. So thank you all so much for being here with us today. I had such a fun time recreating this project, and I cannot wait to see how you all recreate this, what you do with it, what kind of candy you put in it, and so much more. So thank you all for being here. Have a great rest of your week. We are going to be back here on the channel if you want to become a member. We do have a member-only masterclass tomorrow. I don't have it here with me. We are making a last-minute Mother's Day card that is truly going to wow whoever you give it to. We are printing on colored cardstock tomorrow. You're definitely not going to want to miss out on tomorrow's if you are a member. So go ahead and mark your calendar. So we have our member-only masterclass. We do a member-only masterclass once a month. We do a little bit more of an advanced project. It does kind of stay behind inside our membership. So if you want to become a member to check that out, you can do that. And you get access to all the past member-only masterclasses as well. So we'll be back here tomorrow for members. If you are not a member, make sure you grab MGL Plus before it's too late. We will be running this sale through the weekend. And if I don't see you here tomorrow, I hope you all have an amazing weekend. And to all the mothers out there, happy Mother's Day. Have a great weekend, and I will see you guys later.